tonight's entertainment. I only have one question.
Tell me the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek in a sentence.
One has green lasers and one has red lasers.
You make me sick.
Star Wars is the biggest thing in nerd culture right now.
Let's go Star Trek.
It's time for the nerdiest show on the internet.
I know. I checked online.
I'm not sure if anybody has some words to describe the legend that is Kevin Lewis at this time.
A piece of human garbage.
Leave your stupid comments in your pocket.
You're listening to Boyz to Nerdz. And now, here's your host, Kevin Lewis.
Welcome to the 2016, what year are we at? 2015? Not done yet. We still got a little more time. Welcome to the December 2015 episode, Boyz to Nerdz. It's our third podcast. We're excited to be here. I have my typical hosts with me, Mark.
Hi.
Gerald.
I am still here.
Mr. Steve.
Yo.
And of course, my wingman, Brian.
What's up?
Hello, world. How are you today? Brian, why don't you tell everybody what we're going to go over today?
We have a great show today. To kick things off, we're going to give our one-word breakdown of Star Wars Episode VII, The Force Awakens. Then Kevin and I are being brutally punished for losing horribly in the Joker game.
Should be interesting.
Lucas is going to give us a film review. We're also going to talk about Kojima being shown the curb. And finally, we have our beautiful girlfriends in studio with us, and they're going to be answering some nerdy trivia questions.
Now, I know everyone's thinking, how are they going to do that? And there was a kind of conspiracy going on that there might be a little bit of cheating. But, you know, in a scramble last-ditch effort, we did kind of get everybody together, and we thought of a fair way. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be kind of fun because everybody knows behind every nerd there is a wonderful... a spouse, I should say.
I read that in Reader's Digest, August 2013.
I took that straight from Martin Luther King Jr. I swear, it's not one of his more known speeches. But
That's a very old textbook.
It's on there. So, Star Wars, it's out. We have been waiting years. I saw Star Wars way back, 97, when they re-released it, and they made all those terrible changes to it. But I saw it change my life. I am not the same person that I was when I was 6. You know, puberty might have had some things to do with it, but actually Star Wars had more of an effect. But I've seen it. It's out. Some of us have seen it. Some of us has not. I do not want to spoil it for anybody listening. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of give our initial thoughts, initial reactions, and then we're actually going to do a bonus segment today of our actual spoiler review of it. So there's going to be heavy spoilers. We're definitely going to talk about Bib Fortuna, things like that. So...
Later on in the show, that'll be a separate file that we're going to have for everybody. So if you're listening now, don't worry. We will not spoil anything for you.
Yep, nothing at all. So
Unless you want us to.
Let's just go right around the table. Right.
I saw it Thursday night. My one-word synopsis, beautiful.
Beautiful. Gerald?
Question mark.
That's fair. Mark?
Can I do 2 words?
Yeah, absolutely.
3 words.
3 words.
Can I do 4 words?
4 is pushing it.
5. All right. No, awesome. Period.
Steve?
Exclamation point.
I'm done with Mark. Steve?
Slightly disappointing.
What do you not understand about one word?
That's 2 words.
Just one word.
That's a compound word.
How many, jeez.
There's a hyphen in the middle of it. I get it. I get it.
There has been a conspiracy in Steve's 3rd grade class of him passing. My one-word review, stale.
Like bread?
That's all I have to say, stale.
Okay.
The good thing about Star
It's
Wars...
assaulting to my personality that you just said that.
The good thing about Star Wars is that we're not going to have to wait long for the next movie. Less than 2 years. I mean, there are so many things that come out, and we have no idea. I think about 3 years is the general wait time between like movies and sequels. But Star Wars, we're getting...
And there's so much coming in between now and then.
We're getting Rogue One next year. After that, have they released the title of Episode 8?
No, but it's going to be Rogue One, Episode 8, I think the Han Solo film, and then Episode 9, I believe.
They have to do a Boba Fett one. You can't think they can't do a Boba Fett.
Boba Fett is after Han Solo.
Really?
They better do it because I don't really like Boba Fett that much, but I kind of want to know, like, what makes the man...
Why people care about him.
What makes the man in the Mandalorian suit? That's what I want to know.
I just want to see him crawl out of that Sarlacc pit.
Ooh.
That's going to be the open.
Yeah. just pull the tentacles and tongue out at the same time. Just like, nope. So a little, Star Wars, like I said, we're going to talk about it after the show. Stay tuned. Make sure you check it out. We will go into it in more detail. If you are a fan of Boyz to Nerdz, which many of you are, I realize that we did a little competition Joker laughs. Who has the best Joker laughs? You can check those out in the last episode. Some of us did well. Some of us just did not. So, Steve, do we have the results of the Joker competition?
The results of the Joker competition, the winner by 1 vote
Ooh.
is Mark.
Woo! Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Woo! Bring on the money. Do I get money?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
So Mark wins. Gerald and I come in a draw in the middle of the pack, receiving 0 votes.
Well, is coming in a draw still not losing? I mean, you're just redefining the term
We
loser.
got votes. And in last place with 0 votes, both yourself and Brian.
Brian, how do you feel about this right now?
I saw it coming.
Do you feel like I liked yours? It's just
We had Wheezy Joker
Wheezy,
Yep,
that
and
was me.
Monkey Joker.
That's what I tried.
Wheezy. That's what I thought. I mean, listen, I did get some comments afterwards saying, you know, Kevin, I'm surprised you didn't get more views or more, likes. And I'm just like, listen, I thought I was a dead shoo-in winner. I am utterly shocked right now. How did I lose? Me. Like, in comparison to you guys, no offense, but how did I lose?
Did anybody really say that to you?
No. So we're doing a punishment, unfortunately. The fun part
We
is
still don't know what it is.
we didn't know who lost. I mean, like I said, I'm shocked, bewildered, if even. No idea what it is. Steve, lay it on us.
All right, here's what's going to happen is we feel that the best way to punish you guys is something that most nerds are probably uncomfortable doing, which is singing a song to everybody listening.
Well,
So-
I am a natural showman, so you got to keep that in mind. Now, do you have a specific song in mind?
I have a song in mind, but I mean, I guess it's kind of up to what everybody wants you guys to sing. Obviously, it should be something that everybody knows.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like Gerald and I listen. Excuse me.
Well,
Brian.
Steve, well, what do you think first?
My thought is to do Celine Dion.
Ooh.
My heart will go on.
Yes.
She has great songs. Why do people always just say that she has that one song?
Yeah,
have you
she's
listened?
got like many
Have
other.
you listened to like her work? Like,
No, I
it
do
is
not listen
so,
to Celine
You were
Dion.
my voice when I couldn't speak.
Save
That's
it
a
for the
great
challenge,
song. I'm not embarrassed about this at all. I'm excited. Producers, please pay attention. Some record labels.
Kevin's girlfriend is really proud right now, by the way.
She knows.
Kevin Lewis, star choir mate in junior high school.
Funny story about choir. I was in choir at a point because it was state mandated, and I was immediately kicked out, but not for why you might think. I didn't want to sing, and I kicked a kid. So, I mean, I did have a reputation of, just being a bad sport when it came to singing Christmas music. And we actually did do you remember the Soggy Bottom Boys?
Not really.
From Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, yeah.
We did a cover of that, and I did not get the lead, and I stormed out. So I didn't have a great reputation in chorus.
Well,
Drama
you're
queen.
a diva, that's why.
Yeah, well, I don't perform unless I have green M&Ms. That's all I have to say. And whatever these things are.
All right, so does that sound good to everybody? Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, sung line by line by Brian and Kevin.
I don't know the words, so are you going to play it for
Can we
us?
Can we do? I like Celine, but I like. I think we need to do a different song. I think
Ooh.
Kevin's right.
All right, I'll be honest with you, Brian. I have exhausted my knowledge of Celine Dion songs. I know the two. So that's the only problem I foresee. I think we should have it playing in the background, though, for a little bit of guidance. I realize this is a punishment, but, I do kind of want to upstage Celine Dion at the same time.
Okay, we can do that.
I think I have one. Maybe a little Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston would be great. I don't care. Whatever one you want to do. See, Brian, I don't know the words. Do you know the words?
No idea.
All right. Are we allowed to look up the words?
Yeah, sure, why not?
We're
It's
gonna
like,
sing the full song or just like
No,
the
no.
chorus?
Part-
No.
parts of it.
At least go into the chorus, like first verse into the chorus.
Are
We'll
we-
call it a day.
Okay. So we're doing Whitney? I think we should do Whitney.
That's up to the 3 winners here.
Sounds
That's
good to
fine with
Sound
me.
good?
What song though?
I Want to Love Somebody. How about that one?
I'm in.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
But you guys need to
That's great.
look deeply into each other's eyes.
You have
Deal.
to hold hands.
Should we share the mic?
I want you to share more than the mic. That's just me.
All right, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Just kidding. Go.
Clock strikes upon the hour, and the sun begins to fade.
Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away.
I've done alright up to now. It's the light of day that shows me how.
And when the night falls, loneliness calls.
Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody to love me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
All right, bravo.
I just gotta say, you're gonna have to come up with something more than that to get me to not perform. So that was the first punishment. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, I gotta freaking remember your guys' names. I
liked how you guys got up and danced with each other.
I paid. You met. Yeah. Okay, I did the Dougie. Is that still a thing? But anyway, Brian and I had no idea what to expect. We are going to start doing that. We're going to, if we screw up on the show, we are going to get punished. So, like Brian mentioned before, we are going to go and we are going to do girlfriend trivia. So the girlfriend who has the least amount of points, we're not going to do this for a little bit later. They are going to have questions, and the person who gets the least amount of points is going to get punished next show. We are not going to know what it is, so make sure you stay tuned. Now, I like movies, and I just realized there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. And if you go to our Facebook page, you'll notice that it says Boyz Nerds is a podcast about 6 nerds. Has anybody noticed that Lucas is gone? Like, where has this guy been?
Much like Obi-Wan Kenobi, he has disappeared and must come back in ghost form.
Like, where is he?
I don't even remember a Lucas.
We had a 6th member.
Yeah, I just remember a guy with blue hair. Like, where is this guy? Lucas, can you hear me?
I can.
Lucas!
Welcome back.
I have not realized how much I've hated you until this moment to when you were away. Where have you been?
I hate you too, Kevin.
Are you in Mexico?
Yes.
That's what I thought. I mean, crystal clear. So, Lucas, we are glad to have you back. And more serious notes, why don't you let us know what we're going to get from you today?
Okay, so basically I was tasked by our fearless leader, Kevin.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
with coming up with a movie that I really liked. That's, I guess sort of my speciality or my niche, is movies. So he told me to come up with a movie that I really liked that sort of fits the nerdy theme, I guess, being either a sci-fi movie or a fantasy movie or a superhero movie. And also one that is a little bit under the radar or that people may not have seen. So that being said, I decided to talk a little bit about Ex Machina, which was written and directed by Alex Garland. And it came out in April this year, and it stars 2 of our pals, Oscar Isaac and Domhnall Gleeson, who are in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Hang on, is Oscar Isaac the bad guy in The Patriot?
That's exactly right.
I hate this guy. I am not over it. I remember you, Heath. Don't think that I don't.
Patriot.
Oscar Isaac? Yeah, he plays Tavington. That guy, right? Am I thinking of the right guy?
No, that's a different guy.
Nope.
Oh, just kidding.
No, Oscar Isaac plays Poe Dameron in Episode 7.
Oh,
sure does.
I knew that. Yeah, whatever.
And then Domhnall Gleeson plays, what's his name, General Hux, is it?
Yep.
Alrighty. So yeah, I like this movie a lot because it reminded me of my favorite film from 2013, which was Her by Spike Jonze. But it was a little bit darker, a little bit more of like a horror version of Her, if you will. And I like to describe it as a combination of Her mixed with 2001: A Space Odyssey mixed with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So basically,
that's
Domhnall
very
Gleeson
diverse.
is the Charlie Bucket character, if you will. And Oscar Isaac plays the Willy Wonka character, or he's, this super energetic, charismatic, computer programming billionaire who tasked Domhnall Gleeson with testing out this new artificial intelligence that he's developing. So he runs that AI through the Turing test, which is basically a test to see if artificial intelligences can fool humans into thinking they are also humans. And then, a bunch of hijinks ensue. Some twists, some turns.
Lucas, please don't ever use the word hijinks in my movie reviews again.
Let's see. Shenanigans, is that okay?
I don't even know what shenanigans means. I thought it was a
ensue.
restaurant.
And it doesn't quite have a happy ending. Well, I guess depending on which character's perspective you're taking on, it might have a happy ending.
Does life ever have a happy ending, Lucas?
I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, I would say if you haven't seen it, try to find it somewhere. I'm not advocating illegally downloading anything, but if you can't find it anywhere else, it's definitely worth the watch.
Lucas, let me ask you one question. On a scale of 1 to 6 Robins, how many Robins do you give it? Do you give it a Jason Todd? Do you give it a Dick Grayson? Do you give it what was the other one? Was Marlon Wayne 6? Did we determine that? The uncasted Robin?
Joseph
I don't know.
Gordon-Levitt is
I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, like a normal scale that normal people use and not weird people like you, Kevin, I would say
I came up
solid,
with that.
solid 8.5.
Okay, so it's a straight up Chris O'Donnell. I'll convert that for you. The whole world hasn't embraced the Chris O'Donnell conversion chart yet. We're working on
a
it.
conversion app or like a printout that I can use just for future reference?
Well, the problem is that we're still like arguing with a few nations to figure if Casey Kelly counts or not. Carrie Kelly. I call her Casey Kelly every damn time. Thank you, Lucas, for joining us. We missed the heck out of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep riding nerdy. That's all I have to say to you.
Riding nerdy.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right. That was our pal Lucas. We miss him. He's still very much a part of Boyz to Nerds. He has moved on to Texas to do things. He never really told me what he was moving for. I think he just said he wanted to have a reason to invest in a very large hat. I'm just not sure.
The dream is realized now.
I think he opened up a dude ranch.
Dude ranch?
From what I hear.
Gerald, I like your feedback. I like talking to you, but you look sad.
What's wrong, champ?
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong?
You just seem depressed. Like, I don't know. You're just so chipper and joyous all the time.
I'm just so sick of the treatment Hideo Kojima has been getting lately.
For people who don't know who Hideo Kojima is, can you give me a brief rundown, Mark?
All right, so once upon a time, Hideo Kojima created a little game called Metal Gear Solid. Many games have came about, but over the past year, Hideo Kojima suddenly left Konami, or he was released from Konami. It wasn't really clear up until this point. He has now recently created an independent studio, and he's going to make games with PS4, but he was banned from the Game Awards show this past month. He's banned from talking about Metal Gear Solid, The Phantom Pain. He's banned, I don't know how long, but he's just banned from that part of his life.
Which is complete and utter bullshit, if I do say so myself. There would be no Metal Gear without Hideo Kojima.
That was his
it's his baby.
Yeah, he came up with that, and then they won't even allow him to come and receive awards for the game he created.
It's messed up.
There was a time when I was a boy. Hadn't had a lot of life experience, very naive. I then played Metal Gear Solid, and I immediately turned into a man after I beat it. So
a nerd. Boyz to Nerds.
Boyz to Nerds.
The nerd of nerds.
Turned into a nerd. I can't believe how he's being treated. They are going to start. They're looking for people to make the next Metal Gear game.
Yeah,
they're
which is terrible news.
And people are saying, no, we're going to boycott this. How dare you treat our boy Hideo Kojima like this? Like the fact that you couldn't even let him go to an award show and just be part of his creation. I haven't played the Phantom Pain yet. I asked for it for Christmas. Hopefully Santa treats me well.
Probably not, but go ahead.
But
Kevin, you've been awful this year.
I am a piece of human garbage, so you do have to remember that. But coal is such a valuable resource. I'm not sure if you can spare it even on me. But I'm concerned about the future of the Metal Gear franchise.
Well, it's not the first game that they made other games outside of the Metal Gear franchise. They made Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. I wasn't sure if
haven't played
which
that.
is not good.
It's not good, but that was made by an outside developer. Yeah. Yes, Hideo Kojima was involved, but obviously they were still working on 5 at that point, probably. But rumor has it that studio might be in the running.
I just hope. Here's my problem with the Metal Gear franchise. They need to remake Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. for HD remakes. That would be freaking awesome. Yes. I'm waiting for it. I don't understand why they're putting all this time and effort in remaking the other games. I realize there's probably a lot of energy to go in to take it from. Did they come out on SNES or NES? One of those systems, and to convert that to Xbox One, that'd be ridiculous. But if they ever did that, take my money. Like, I have not had enough exposure to Solid Snake. And if you don't know Solid Snake, he's the main protagonist in the Metal Gear Solid franchise. You got to be him in Metal Gear Solid, which is definitely my top 3 favorite games of all time. But the other games, they teased you. In Metal Gear Solid 2, they're like, you're going to be Solid Snake for 5 minutes, and now you're Raiden.
Yeah, you get whiny Raiden.
And I don't think that taste is out of my mouth yet. It has been a decade, and I'm still pissed.
I just remember remember Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater being one of the more harder games I've ever played. I still haven't finished it.
That's
go ahead,
still
Joe.
my favorite.
I will say Snake Eater, brilliant game, but you're Big Boss. You're not Solid Snake.
Yeah.
True.
Guns of the Patriots is the 4th one. You get to be Solid Snake. And then the 5th one, you're Big Boss again. So not enough Solid Snake in my view. I want to be Solid Snake more.
Well, they made him into a geriatric old man. And
it's boring. I like the best part about the 4th one is you could put a mask on to make you young again. That was the best part of the game. Even though, great game, but I'm concerned with the future. It's my favorite video game franchise of all time.
Well, then again, you could say the same thing about Star Wars. It was George Lucas's, now it's Disney, and everybody loves The Force Awakens.
So far.
But George Lucas wasn't beloved.
He wasn't beloved, but it was still his baby.
Say what you want to.
He was a terrible parent, but it was still his baby.
Yes, he was.
Say what you want about
his children.
Say what you want about the prequels. I'm a fan. But I'm very concerned about the future. I hope, they patch things up eventually. I don't see how they ever do. Do you ever see Hideo Kojima eventually getting the rights to the Metal Gear franchise and maybe taking it himself?
Not right now.
Not
right
before
now.
they make another game.
Maybe if it's if you compare it to the Marvel, Sony,
where they have a partnership, they patch things up, they become friends again.
The next Metal Gears fail terribly, and
which they will. They
have to go back.
There's such following. They might buy them.
I'm more disappointed that there were unfinished projects. For example, there was going to be a new Silent Hill with him, Guillermo del Toro, and Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead as the star.
For the ladies, that's Mr. Darryl.
For the ladies, and for us Boondock Saints fans, know.
I've never seen
luckily, Hideo Kojima, he did say that he still is open to working with Guillermo del Toro.
He's still interested in working, but they're still not working on a Silent Hill.
Yeah.
It's unwasted talent.
Well, the future is bright, I think, for Hideo Kojima. If they do come out with those Silent Hill games, tough games. But I'm excited to see Norman Reedus. Everybody loves him. They think he's so foxy and sexy, and they're not wrong.
Well, yeah. All right, Kevin, it's that time where we play a little game, and we got a special one today. It's the girlfriend game.
Oh.
Insert music right here. Yeah. That was great. All right, so I don't have a girlfriend, obviously. I like to, that's the only reason why I'm being the host right now.
The selection was very easy.
So we're gonna do a roundabout, and all the us nerds are gonna introduce the girlfriends that will probably steal from all of them. All right. So Brian.
Yes, this is my girlfriend Nicole.
What's up?
All right. How long have you been dating?
2 years.
Cool. Cool. Gerald, my man.
This is my lovely girlfriend, Lindsay.
Ooh.
Wow. Hello.
How long have you guys been dating?
I'm going on 3 years.
Oh, one more up on you, Brian.
Whoa.
I don't have a girlfriend.
I don't
either.
care.
No.
All right. What stray did you steal today? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
No. This is Kalina. We have known each other for many, many years, and we have been together for many, many years. Don't let her fool you. She is a huge nerd, so I feel like we have this one in the bag. Do you want to say hello?
Hello. And are you saying many, many years because you don't know?
I know exactly how long we've been together, but I'm just going to uphold the reputation that I don't.
Kevin, I feel like you might win the game, but when you go home, you're going to lose.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. I think Kalina just won the game.
Right there. All right. Now, Steve, introduce your girlfriend.
Yes, this is Allie. We've been together since the summer.
He doesn't know
so
how
we're
long.
not quite a year yet.
A little summer romance.
Okay, no, get this. We have often had times where neither of us can remember our anniversary, and we actually had to use Facebook to go back to figure it out because neither of us could remember.
How Romeo and Juliet.
I think this is month 6.
Yeah, we haven't been together for a full year yet, so I guess we're the youngest couple here. But
Freshest couple.
youngest couple, freshest couple, and winningest couple.
Ooh, hope
Ooh,
so.
a lot of yearbook superlatives right there. My girlfriend is on vacation. We'll just say that.
The transaction didn't go through when he tried to order a bride online. His card was declined.
All right, so we're going to ask a couple of easy questions. We're going to do a couple of rounds. A couple of you will be eliminated. Then one of you will win. Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure. I'm ready.
All right, so this is kind of like how we're going to go about doing. We're going to do 5 rounds, correct? So we're going to do 5 rounds. Everybody goes through one time, gets one question, or each person gets 5 questions, correct?
Yep.
Of the easy questions.
Of the easy questions.
And then after that point, whoever has the most point, the 2 that have the most points, they'll go on to the final round, which are more challenging and difficult questions. And then we'll have a clear-cut winner.
Yes.
All of the questions are listed in a random order. So as we go around, we'll have each of the ladies give a random number 1 through however many questions we have. I think for the first round we have 31. So that way they're completely random. Mark can't target any question toward anybody. None of the girls, can choose a question that they want to answer. Completely random.
I do want to let people know, I know I've said this before, the girlfriend, no pressure ladies, with the least amount of points, that boyfriend's getting his ass punished. Next show. So keep that in mind.
Are we all ready?
Let's get ready to rumble.
I'll take that as a yes. So we'll just start with Brian since he's to my left.
All right, so 1 through 31, is that what we do have for the easy round?
Yep, 1 through 31. Pick a number at random. I'll read the question and you answer. All right. Pick a number for me, please.
4.
4. Awesome. What actor played the role of the Terminator?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Bing.
Yay.
Correct.
Wow, very
I'm
good.
just going to make 2
Wow,
different
those
noises.
Are tough.
I know.
I don't know if I'll make it.
We hope so. All right. Now, Lindsay?
Yes.
Oh, great. We're doing swell so far. All right. Pick a number for me, please.
Number 8.
Number 8. Number 8. Want to make a date? I'm funny.
Watch it, Mark.
Yeah.
True. What is the name of the Batman villain who decides high victims' fates by flipping a coin?
Two-Face.
Nice. That's a yes.
Mark, I knew you'd be right for the job.
I'm a terrible
So
host.
we're 2 for
I knew
2.
you'd be the right guy.
All right. Karina?
Kalina.
Whoa.
Kalina?
If you get her
Wow.
name wrong one more time, I am at wit's
I didn't
end
even
with
get
you.
a name. He just looked at me.
Kalina.
What? I'm sorry.
I think he didn't know. I think he was nervous.
All right,
We're the
Katrina.
underdog.
No, I'm kidding. Pick a number from 1, through 31.
Pick 9. Pick 9.
Wow.
No.
That's not fair.
Wink, wink.
He doesn't know.
We'll do 28.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ballsy. I like it. What are the colors of the first Power Rangers?
Simon, I think we need to go over the rules. Is there an acceptable amount of right answers that will get her the points, or does she have to have all of them?
All of them.
All of them.
Oh, 3?
Cool.
Because everyone
right.
else has kind of had.
You know,
right answers.
60% is passing,
3
you know?
out of 5 then? Is everybody cool with that? All right.
3 out of 5.
Pretty sure there was pink, yellow, and green.
We'll count
Give it
it.
to
We'll
her.
count it.
I mean, you didn't just have 2 people with references.
I know, I was
right
like-
here. Brian is wearing the
I wasn't
Blue
even
Ranger.
looking.
But no,
I was looking up.
that would not have been an option. That would have made too much sense. And Nicole's
We'll
wearing
give it
the
to her.
pink Ranger.
And I'm adding blue.
All right. Either way,
We
counts.
got this in the bag.
All right, Allie, don't screw
Well,
this
I know.
up.
It's so much pressure now.
All right, Allie,
Get it wrong.
you got a chance to tie it all
Go,
up.
Allie.
Okay. Let's do 18.
Don't look at the
I
questions.
can't see them.
Yeah, like she can read that.
Cheater.
18.
Name all of the Batman movies since 1989.
That's not.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
That's such an easy question.
That
All
should
of
be a hard question.
All of
That's
them.
like the triple bonus.
Including the animated movies.
No, I don't know the
Why don't we
animated
We'll
ones.
we'll do live action.
Live action.
Word it. Why don't we just say what was the name of the Batman movie that came out in 1992? That fair?
No, I like the original question.
I say she
The live-action Batman movies.
7 that there are.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Fine.
So I can say Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises.
Those are 3.
Those
Yeah,
are 3
girl.
Batman movies.
Yeah, girl, you got it.
That year. There's Batman Forever.
Don't make
All
that
right.
face,
Batman and Robin.
Kevin. Those are
That's
right.
about it. I think that's it.
I do want to put that out there. Batman Forever, greatest movie that's ever come out, like of all time.
Sure. So we count that as a yes?
Yeah, we'll give her a point. We'll give
All
her a
right.
mercy
I listed
point.
5, so.
I wasn't paying attention.
That was my question too.
Come on. Well.
It's
All right.
Nicole.
All right.
Nicole?
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad
Mark,
we...
for the benefit of our viewers, I am still kind of the boss here, so I would like you to kind of just remind our viewers whose girlfriend it is when we get to their term, if you would
All
be
right.
so kind.
Brian and Nicole, your turn.
Correct. I'll go lucky number 7.
Ooh.
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 All right.
What is the main character of Dragon Ball Z's name?
Goku.
Nice. We'll count it.
I'm glad I didn't say that one. I would not have known that answer.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
was
Kevin Lewis
I was a
question.
not closet
That was-
DBZ nerd in middle school.
That was definitely one of my
That was a
questions.
Kevin question for sure.
Nicole and Gerald, your turn.
Yeah, that's Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Bye.
I think we need name tags.
Probably. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
Lindsay and Gerald, your turn.
I'm gonna say number 11.
Number 11. What is the name of Han Solo and Chewie's ship?
Oh God.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be the first one to mess it up.
You
can pass.
You all have one pass, by the way.
Do we have a pass and then do we have a ask your boyfriend?
No,
No.
one pass.
Oh wow.
Damn it.
Just a pass.
I'm not
Okay.
Regis Philbin, all right? You don't got
These are easy
Meredith,
questions. We
what's
know
her
the
last
answer
name?
to
Ask
them.
the
I'm
audience.
gonna guess
Like
though.
to phone a
I'm gonna
Phone a
guess.
friend.
You want to guess?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Millennium Force.
So close.
The correct
So close.
answer is the Millennium Falcon.
That
So
is a
close.
roller coaster, though.
That's
So
half.
kind of.
Very
Yeah,
close.
you got it.
All right. Kalina?
Yes.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes, Kalina and Kevin.
Oh, that's cute.
Kalina and who? What's this
Um,
guy's name?
Mark, we are playing a game. You could ask her the number.
Kevin, right?
That's me.
Oh, okay. Pick a number 1 through 31, please. That hasn't already been said.
25.
25.
You guys
All
are
right.
remembering these. I would have guessed 7 3 times already.
You can only
That's
keep...
why it's us and not you.
I know we have our brains bigger.
Yeah.
What is the name of the master of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, don't even look at me. You got this. You do have a pass.
She is looking at
You do
you.
have a pass. I wouldn't use it, though.
Some of these don't have an answer next to it, by the way, so...
Don't feel
But,
bad. I got
yeah,
the
it's
first one.
common
it's
knowledge.
the name of the master.
The name of the master of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All I know is that he looks like a rat.
Ooh. You're getting hotter. You're on the hot trail.
That's not an acceptable answer, though.
But he is
It's not.
so if that helps.
Yeah, he is a rat.
Yeah, I know.
I may have to
I don't
count
know
that
his
as a
name,
no.
though. I'm gonna pass.
You're gonna pass?
Okay, so do we just ask her another question?
Kevin's furious.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Do we ask another question? I'm
No.
sorry. No? Okay.
She just doesn't get a point.
What was the answer?
Splinter.
Well, if you get it wrong, you don't get a
Splinter.
point. So it's the point of passing.
I didn't know that, so.
Allie and Steve, you're up.
All right.
Okay. 26.
26. All right. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are characters from what video game franchise?
Oh, Mortal Kombat. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? I was just like, oh my god, I don't know.
Mark, now that we've gone through 2 times, why don't we give everybody at home kind of a score update?
All right.
Brian, do you want to hop on a mic and give us an update?
All right. So we have Kalina with 1 point, Lindsay with 1, Allie with 2, and Nicole with 2.
All right, Kalina,
Yeah.
we got to make a comeback right now.
All
We got to
right.
win this.
Wow. No pressure, though.
I know, right?
I am not a loser.
You will
Kevin,
lose.
looks like you're going to get punished again.
Yeah. Not on the show, though.
Nicole and Brian.
That's us.
Hi.
Hi.
1 through 31, pick a number, please.
Why not number 1?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
it's a hard one.
Is it?
What color is Darth Vader's lightsaber?
Oh, yeah. Tough one. I'm going to have to go with red, though.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right.
Technically, his lightsaber was blue when
Shut
he
up,
first
Kevin.
I'm just
Shut
saying.
up.
All
technically,
right.
all right, let me ask you a question. Which color was his lightsaber when he massacred the younglings?
All right, though.
Not just killed, massacred.
I don't know.
Technically, it wasn't Vader, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gerald and Lindsay?
Yes.
Yes.
You're getting it.
Wow.
All right, since I was
All
going
right.
to go for number 1, and she took it, I'm going to go for number 2.
Number 2. What kind of weapon does Thor use?
A hammer.
Thor's mighty hammer. That is correct. That was a terrible Thor. All right.
Taylor, I can't even speak. Terrible Thor, excellent Joker.
Yep. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Bonus points. What's the hammer's name? Good luck.
The near. That's how I say it.
Yeah, perfect.
I know.
Kalina?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Wow.
Kalina and Kevin, pick a number 1 through 31, please.
Was 5 picked yet?
No.
Okay.
How many Star Wars films are there
Is this counting the new one?
so far?
I think the
Kevin.
Who's the host, Kevin?
Is this counting the prequels?
Yes. How many total Star Wars films have there been so far?
I think it is 7.
That is correct.
I had to think about that, and I just saw it.
Oh, man.
Here we come back.
Kevin was like,
Kevin.
he was scared.
He's like red.
He was scared.
I don't even know.
He did a little victory dance.
I was gonna say we should have classified it with how many episodes are there, because you got to remember how many Star Wars films.
I hate
there
you,
is
Kevin.
The Clone Wars movie.
You can't
but we
see, but
didn't
I'm
count.
rolling my eyes.
Live action.
so
Again, live
hard
action.
Right
Didn't
now.
count that.
How many real movies are there?
Again, live action.
Live action.
Allie and Steve, pick a number, please.
Was 14 said?
No, it has not. You're lucky.
Okay.
In the original Star Trek series.
You're gonna get it wrong.
That's great. In the original Star Trek series, who is the captain of the Enterprise?
Why is it the original?
That's the
I
question.
was gonna say, isn't
You have
it-
the answer,
All that she
hopefully.
needs.
Isn't it Kirk? Yes.
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 I
There
don't
you
know if
go.
we should give her that. She did not say captain.
Captain Kirk, whatever.
Oh,
We need the first
Captain
and
was
last
in
name,
the
too.
question.
we'll count it.
First,
What
last,
is?
and
Who
middle
is
name.
Captain Kirk?
Yeah.
What- how
the
is,
Jeopardy
why is.
answer.
All right.
Tied back
Brian,
over the lead.
Are we still going?
Brian, you want to give a quick tally update for me, please?
All right, coming back strong. Kalina has 2, Nicole has 3, Lindsay has 2, and Allie has 3.
All right.
Alrighty.
2 more rounds of the easy questions that we're at.
Ooh.
Nicole and Brian, your turn. I have nothing.
I know like 1, 2, and 4 have been picked. Can we do 3?
You can.
Yeah.
That has
All
not
right.
been picked, and by
Cool.
rules, you're allowed to answer that question.
Okay.
What does Ash pick as his first Pokemon?
Well, Ash's first Pokemon is Pikachu, but doesn't he not technically pick him because he goes to Professor Oaks and all the other Pokemon are already picked?
All right, we'll
We
count
need
it.
an answer.
It's Pikachu,
We'll
but
count it.
I'm just trying to drop some Pokemon knowledge right now.
Well, he does decide that his first choice is going to be Squirtle, but he's not available.
Which is what I said. So his first Pokemon is Pikachu.
For a nerd, I'm pretty terrible. I'll tell you all that.
At
Like-
life?
That
Or
too.
Is there a specific area that you're
Like if this were like the nerd world, I would be the jock of it probably.
Yeah.
That was right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Just checking. I just dropped a bunch of knowledge and I'm like, what if I just screwed it all up?
Did you bring him Beats headphones, by the way?
They're Brian's, but
Okay.
yeah, he did.
Fancy.
All right.
Yeah,
Lindsay and
fancy.
Gerald, your turn.
I'm going to go with number 6.
Number 6. How does James Bond like his vodka martinis?
I should know this because I took a class in college on James Bond, and
Ooh.
then shaken, not stirred.
That is correct.
What was your major?
That's a horrible way to order a martini, by the way.
Did you go to assassin school?
I did not.
Bondology. Bondology.
It was the best class ever, though.
That is so cool.
Karina and Kevin, your turn.
It's
Kalina.
Kalina.
Shit,
wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
And I'll pick number 17.
Kalina and Kevin. 17. What are the names of all 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, dear Lord.
Again, does she have to get all 4 of them? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, there's only 4.
Is 3 or 4?
No.
Come on.
There's only 4.
I say 3 is.
3? All
I'm
right.
telling you right now, she's going to get none of them.
Leonardo.
Yeah, just name 4 famous painters and then.
Give her all the hints you want. I'm fine with it.
I think Donatello.
Yep.
And then one more.
One more. Leonardo, Donatello.
Kevin! Oh my gosh.
Kevin does not want to lose.
He doesn't want to sing again.
Do we get any hints?
They're painters.
I said famous painters, girlfriend. You got this.
Michelangelo.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I had faith in her the whole time.
Get out of
He
here.
did not.
This is my
The
mindful
4th
touch.
one was Raphael.
The best one, might I add.
No, Donatello, bro. Donatello. Allie and Steve, you're up.
21.
Sure.
21.
Why not?
21.
What is the name of the evil organization and the main adversary of the G.I. Joes?
Oh my God, I know absolutely nothing about G.I. Joe.
Well, that doesn't help you.
Well, you are what we call in the business screwed.
I'm gonna have to, I literally know nothing except for that Channing Tatum was in one of them. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pass, unfortunately.
All right.
Did she already use her pass?
No, I answered them all right so far,
All right,
Kevin.
Yeah, she's crushing
Wow.
it.
This is the last
So.
round, though.
All right, Brian, one more tally update.
All right, this will be the final question of the first
Is
round.
anybody mathematically eliminated already?
No. We
That was
have
close.
We have Kalina with 3, Lindsay with 3, Allie with 3, and Nicole has 4.
Ooh, so we
Should
do
we-
actually
let me ask
need
you-
our top 2.
Let me ask you a question. Should we make points in this round to kind of, get rid of the people that aren't going to win? Maybe make them worth 2 points, or do you want to continue to do 1? I'm nervous we're going to have ties going into the last round.
Well, why not? Let's get frisky.
Why not? All right. So this round questions are worth 2 points.
All right. Nicole and Brian, you are up.
I did lucky 7. Is 8 available?
No.
9.
Sure.
Great.
Name 3 members of the Justice League.
Batman, Superman, and The Flash.
Nice.
She's spot on today.
She did like the best 2 and then the worst one. I just want to point that out.
Well, the best one is obviously Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Do I get extra credit now because I named 4?
I was going to say Aquaman, but, that's just me. Lindsay and Gerald.
We're going to go for 22.
22. What is Superman's birth name?
His birth name, Kal-El.
Wow. That was definitely a Gerald question,
I'm
too.
bringing
He definitely wrote
snaps
that.
in.
That was you?
He's even wearing the Superman shirt. Yeah. Aww. He helped her. That's so sweet.
He did quiz me.
He's your little Superman. That's so
Everybody had prep except for me. Thanks, Steve. Thanks.
Yeah, and you're still holding your own.
I
though.
refuse to give Kalina answers, so do not think we cheated. This is pure skill that's being displayed right here.
Kalina and Kevin. Last turn.
I'm so happy you got our names right. It only took 4 tries.
I didn't remember my name until I was like 18, so.
We're going for number 31.
Oh. Ooh.
That's all the questions.
It's a good one. What is the name of the drink that helps the Looney Tunes play better in Space Jam?
I know what.
This is I'm telling you right now. I'm telling
Steve
you,
wrote
telling
this
you right now,
question.
definitely a Steve question. Absolutely
Definitely a
no
Steve
doubt in my mind.
Absolutely my
No
question.
doubt.
Nice.
Can I tell you that it was only water?
No, because he was looking for the name of what is it? Bill Murray? No, Michael Jordan called it.
Yeah.
I forgot Michael Jordan was in that movie.
There's not an answer written out next to it, so
He was this
I'm counting on you nerds to know the answer.
It is, but we need the
The name that he said it was.
I mean, if you want to give her 3 points, that's fine.
Just call
Steve,
it
the problem
Felix
is-
Felicis and
The
call it a
problem is
day.
we don't have we don't have an answer.
I'll tell you if you're right or not.
Okay, let's just leave it at that. I can't help you.
Kevin, it's your team. Do you want the point or not?
Does she get up? Have you used your pass? She's used her pass.
She can get a free pass.
She already used a pass.
I say she gets 1 point.
1
think
point?
that's fair.
All right.
Yeah, that's
All right.
good.
What was the
You get
answer?
1
What
point.
was the answer?
The answer is Michael's secret stuff.
Nice.
That does make sense since Michael Jordan
Remember
has
Bugs
been
Bunny?
confirmed to be in it.
Come on, Michael, your secret stuff.
That
That's my Bugs Bunny impression.
Oh boy.
All right, Allie.
All right,
If
Allie,
you don't
your
get this
turn.
right,
What?
Wow.
I
No threats.
feel like relationships will be done after today.
I know who's sleeping on the couch tonight, and it's not Kalina.
Was number 12 said?
No.
Okay. I'm just so nervous.
Oh my God, it's okay.
I want to get it right.
All right. Sorry. All right. What is the author's name who wrote the franchise A Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones for the TV watcher?
George. Isn't it George? No. Yeah, George Martin. Isn't that his name?
I don't know. Is it?
I feel like you're missing a few caricatures.
She's pretty close.
Yeah,
You are
that's
close.
Isn't
Okay, isn't it George R. Martin?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
she got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
That's
right, this is
correct.
it, ladies. Some,
I was
All
gonna
right.
say J.R.R.
some of you are about to be eliminated.
That's me.
All right, Brian, give us a final tally, please.
Should we just do
We
one
could do
question?
one easy
What do you wanna
question.
do?
We could do one easy question to break the tie.
First one to buzz in.
Lindsay and Allie are tied, so I would say just ask one question.
That means that we're eliminated, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. Peace, Kevin.
Kevin, wow.
It's been real, guys.
all right,
We tried.
Lindsay
We
and
put up a
Allie,
fight.
sudden death. First one to answer the question correctly wins.
I'll give the
All right. Should we
So-
just do one easy question?
I think the first person to buzz in and get it.
How do we buzz in?
All right. So should I just pick a random one?
Just go.
Bzz.
Yeah, you just pick a random.
All right. By process of elimination, we're gonna do number 16.
Raise your hand. I'll be watching to see.
Wait to raise our hand?
What if they
Oh,
just
who's
say
going? I
it?
thought
First one to
Nicole
say
was
Can we
it.
just
going.
first one to save it?
Nicole has 6.
I need a different perspective.
They just do first one to say it.
But if I don't see both of them,
Alright, then you watch both.
how will I gauge?
Number 16 for the tiebreaker.
If you get it wrong, the other person gets to go too. So just be wary.
That's Kevin. Name all 3 of the Deathly Hallows from the Harry Potter franchise. Allie.
I don't know. I thought it was close.
The invisibility cloak, the Elder Wand, and the Resurrection Stone.
That's right.
Yep.
That's 100% right. I knew I
Yes.
wasn't getting it wrong. I'm sorry.
That's correct.
Very.
All right.
All right.
she the
We
Harry
have our
Potter fan?
finals.
I love
Okay,
Harry
that was not
Potter.
fair. She's the Harry Potter fan. I've never even read Harry Potter.
Oh, okay, good. That was a good question.
So who's
Sure
going to the
was.
finals?
Nicole and Allie.
Yeah.
Nicole and Allie. All right. Sudden death.
Oh boy.
How many rounds of the difficult do we want to
How
do?
many head-to-head
Do you want to
questions we got here?
do
Like, I'm not gonna last long in the difficult.
3?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'd say 3.
All right. Now it's on to the harder questions. We're gonna do 3 rounds, and at the end
boy.
of it, we will have a clear winner.
Wow. Okay.
So
How many questions, difficult questions do we have?
we have 19.
19.
All right. Yeah.
All right,
this
so-
is all the marbles. So this
Starting
will.
over at points, everything is worth 1.
Kevin had to get back on a mic. He was like, I must. This is my life.
I'm like a drug addict on
my
withdrawal.
life force.
Heroin's no joke.
Kevin, I should say this chair is really comfy.
I know. It's not for me though. It's,
We're borrowing it for a friend. All right, so I'll just go left to right again. Nicole, pick a number 1 through 19, please.
Might as well start with number 1.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe. What is the name of the first ever villain in the Mario game franchise?
That would be Donkey Kong, which is a hard arcade game. Super hard.
Really hard. And you are correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sweet.
1.
Cool. Very nice.
You're a keeping tally, right, Brian? Great.
This is Radio Mark. Nobody saw you throw the pen. I do want to remind you. I understand that you're trying to be dramatic.
That's who I am. Allie, your turn.
8.
8. What is the ship's name that is captained? Captained?
Why do we have to work on my spelling?
I think that's captained.
Probably. I can't say stuff right.
Captain
what,
Mark.
What is the ship's name that is captained by Mal Reynolds in the TV show Firefly?
Who? What team? I have no idea.
I'll repeat that again. What is the name of the ship that is captained by the character Mal Reynolds in the TV show Firefly?
I've never even heard of that TV show.
You're missing out.
Oh, it's a great show. So That's a no.
You get one pass this round, correct?
One pass.
Probably gonna have to be my pass because I've
All
never
right.
even heard of that.
The correct answer is Serenity. Great movie, by the way.
That was so difficult.
Well, yeah, you didn't get it.
Well,
so
it is the hard round.
Somebody
I
seems to be
guess.
holding a grudge.
Nicole, 1 through 19, please.
I'm just gonna go in order. Number 2. I'm freaking out.
All right.
Freaking out.
What is Superman's real Kryptonian name?
We already did this
Yeah,
one.
No, it's
Lindsay
oh,
already
wait.
got that.
I blame
think,
our
right?
producer
birth
Lucas
name.
Potter.
It's Kal-El though.
no.
All right,
no.
we won't.
I think, isn't it Kal-El?
Cal.
I just say that because it sounds like a drink they sell where I work called Kale Ale.
Kale Ale. All right, pick another
So I'll
number.
go 3 then, I guess.
Cool. The superhero Daredevil has a disability. What is it?
I believe he's blind.
He can't keep his girlfriends alive.
I believe you are correct.
Yes.
Jeez, I would have known the answer to that one.
Well, yeah, you didn't get the last one right. So.
No. All right, let's keep going in order. Let's go number 4.
Oh.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Bold strategy, Brian. Let's see how it turns out.
What franchise are these monsters from? Agumon, Greymon, and War Greymon.
Man, you're getting the tough ones.
These are all my questions.
Oh my God, can I answer?
Wait, I feel like they would be Pokemon because they all just rhyme with Pokemon.
I need something to
have
throw.
Never heard of those
Well, that-
as well.
That would be a rookie mistake.
Steve's like crying right now.
Steve, you
in
gave
the-
me no prep.
in the studio.
But I guess to make up my points.
You are eliminated, but yes, you can guess just to redeem me.
Is it Digimon?
Yes, you are correct.
That is
Digimon.
correct.
That's like super
Do I get extra
nerdy.
points if I can tell you whose Digimon
No.
they are?
Wow.
I mean, I would, but it's not my
They're
show,
ties.
apparently.
It's
Super
okay,
nerdy.
Ellie.
I think I
only know-
lost.
I love
I think I
Digimon.
already lost. I got
Yep.
2 wrong.
I'm being so
So,
lame.
Brian, we have a clear winner here?
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
Did
Who
Alan
gives
stand a
Who
chance?
gives a
I
crap?
want to go back to round 1 with the easy questions.
well, you can't.
Thank you.
So, a clear winner, Brian and Lindsay.
I'm not Lindsay. Oh my God.
Lindsay
Wow.
wins. We heard it.
All right.
It's Nicole, by the way.
Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Brian and Nicole, congratulations.
You will not be punished next show. Who had the lowest amount of points? It was
You.
Gerald.
You.
or-
Hey.
You, Kevin.
I need
You were
to.
eliminated.
I need
Warned
to.
you.
I need to reevaluate my life.
Kevin, you seemed to really enjoy singing this show, so.
I'm a born entertainer.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Nicole and Brian for winning.
Yay.
Now, Kevin,
Yes.
I've enjoyed being in the hot seat.
It is. It is very hot. Very
is
warm.
very hot.
Literally warm.
I'm half Italian, half Irish, so, you know. I'm going to step down from being the host. It was a fun 30 minutes, but let's be honest. I threw some stuff. I got a lot of names wrong on purpose.
It was a good effort.
It was a solid, fair effort. I'll give it that. But I'm going to go back to my chair, and then I'm going to hand it off to you, Kevin.
Well, listen, Mark, I appreciate you taking over for me. I did need a break. This is not an easy gig, doing what I do on a daily basis.
No, it's really easy.
But it takes a lot of talent. Some people are just meant to be in the captain's chair.
You put in quotes.
Speaking of which, I know this is kind of catching people off the. What do I want to say? What's the expression? Catching people off guard. That's the one that I wanted. Ooh, nice one, right? Good recovery. Anyway, we are actually going to do something next month, the January edition, where we're going to have a guest host.
Yeah.
So I know you guys haven't gotten accustomed to us, but we love when other nerds want to get part of the Boyz to Nerd show. So we're finalizing the details. Contracts need to be signed.
We have 2 finalists who need to battle it out.
Dots need to be. We want to make sure they're nerdy enough for you guys. So starting next month, we are going to kind of have a rotating guest. Spice things up a bit. And speaking of which, the year is almost over. Where has it gone? It seems like just yesterday that Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
Well,
But, I mean, I'm excited for 2016. But there were some things I was very happy with in the year, and there were things that I'm still reeling over and I'm not very happy with. And what better way to do the last show of the year than kind of go over I was about to say what I like, but I forgot. I do have other people's opinions that matter on the show. But let's go over what we all decided were the best top 5 things of 2015 and the 5 busts of 2015. So why don't we just start off with Mark? Mark, what do we have for number 5 of top 5?
For number 5, we have Fallout 4 for me in the nerd world. That is one of the biggest games of the year, and it came out in November. One of the biggest open world games out there, one of the best Fallout games. Everybody loves it. Everybody's still playing it, and they're going to continue playing it through 2016.
I've been playing it, and I've been dying a lot. Apparently you can switch the difficulty to 0, like easy, and it's still too hard for me. So
I'll put it this way. My roommate bought it the first day it came out. He played it and didn't go to work for like a week straight. He stopped playing
Lost his job.
He stopped.
He's now unemployed.
He can work from home, so he kind of gets away with it. But anyways, so then he stops, and then he tries to play Battlefront. He plays it for maybe a couple days, and then he went back to Fallout and has been playing Fallout since.
Great game. Gerald, Mr. Gerald, why don't you lead us off with number 4, top 5?
Number 4, superheroes on TV. A lot of strong entries this year, Marvel especially. But on the DC side, we had Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and Gotham. But on the Marvel side, which I leaned more towards, we had Agent Carter, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the 2 that I think stand out the most, Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
I haven't seen them all, but Daredevil, excellent. I cannot wait until season 2 with the Punisher. And Elektra, absolutely great. It kind of goes back to the original discussion we were having. Is this the best format to be doing these stories on? Because Daredevil, 13-episode seasons, I think.
Yep.
Hour-long episodes. Wonderful. Very good.
Yep. And it's a very different tone from what we're used to with Marvel.
I feel like they can get away with a little bit more.
Jessica Jones really broke the barrier of what Marvel was willing to do on TV, and it was really, really great storytelling.
I haven't checked it out yet.
And just go off of that, 2 great villains for Daredevil and
I love the way
Jessica Jones.
I love the way that Vincent is it D'Onofrio?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Exactly right, Kevin.
He played Kingpin differently from how I thought he was going to play him because I'm going off of the Michael Clark Duncan version.
The best and most definitive version.
But wonderful job. Mr. Steve, hit us with number 3 of the top 5.
Number 3, this is stepping away from the superhero realm, I guess you can say, which tends to be our favorite topic and the biggest thing that we talk about here on the show, aside from Star Wars. But number 3 is Jurassic World, a movie that was much anticipated. I had no idea, and I don't think anybody really expected them to make another Jurassic Park movie, especially after the second and third were a pretty big busts. But Jurassic World, great movie overall, kind of resurged that franchise, and I just think overall everyone was really happy with it. It was a great movie. Definitely one of my favorite movies of the year by far, and I think safe to say for most people.
Definitely a lot of rumblings for a few years that they were going to come out with a new Jurassic World, and the whole plot was, they're going to train the dinosaurs to be our friends. And I was like, that sounds really stupid. But, after seeing it, I feel like they did a great job.
I was a real fan of it. It was one of all the blockbuster movies that came out in the summer, best one probably.
Can I just say that it's still sad, though, that if you compare Jurassic World's CG animation, in comparison to the original Jurassic Park, I'll take the original Jurassic Park's dinosaurs.
Agreed.
Like, they look fabulous to this day. It's been, 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am going to do number 2, Back to the Future. We celebrated the 25th or 30th? 25th anniversary. One of the worst film trilogies of all time. Absolutely terrible movies. They get worse throughout of all, but all kidding aside, great movies. Everyone's enjoyed them. I know everyone was really pumped in October because they're like, this is the year Marty McFly comes back to the, to see, what is it, Jaws 39 or
Jaws 19.
Jaws 19.
Jaws 19. But I know everyone was super pumped about that. I want a Pepsi free. Is that the first one? I want a Pepsi free. And the guy's like, if you want a Pepsi, you got to pay for it. Which one was that one?
That was the first one.
All right. I haven't seen them in a while. Everyone was excited. I bought the box set. Did you guys pick up any of the collector's stuff?
I got the USA Today edition of the paper that came out in 2015 and the movie with Marty McFly Jr. going to jail and all that.
Yeah.
Who must have committed the worst crime in history to make the cover of USA Today.
One thing I don't understand about the third one quickly is what he has a mother. She birthed him. What's the actress's name?
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson. That's his mother, okay? When he goes back in time in the third movie, he sees his like great-great-great-great-grandpa, and his grandma is still his mother. So how does that make sense? Like, I just don't know.
Back to the Future was never one for tying up all the loose ends correctly.
I mean, terrible movies. Anyway, number 1, Mr. Bryan.
I hate you, Kevin Lewis.
That's right. Star Wars The Force Awakens is the best thing to happen this year.
Yeah, and we will talk about it in more detail. Has it crushed the box numbers yet?
It set the record for top Thursday release, top Friday release, and it's only going to increase. So I'm sure it'll crush Jurassic World's record and be the highest grossing opening weekend of all time.
Despite this being number 1, and I'm sure it is going to crush every box office record, but I was kind of disappointed and like. I was expecting, like when I arrived at the movie theater, I was expecting there to be a more difficult time to park. There were going to be lines out everywhere. Maybe it's because the lines started so early in the day and the movie theaters were just on top of it. But I thought overall, at least in this area, it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't like as crowded and like as jam-packed. I hardly saw anybody dress up. But overall, most anticipated thing of the year.
My biggest complaint about my movie experience is that the popcorn was terrible. Regal needs to get their crap together. Like, let's go.
It is Regal.
No, yeah, Steve. I went to a theater where you can kind of pre-select your ticket, so it's all reserved. So it wasn't that crazy of a rush to get there. But I saw many people dressed up. The parking lot was crazy. The theater was full. I think it's just because almost every screen in the theater was playing it. So I think there was so much room for people to see the film.
So that's our top 5. Now, with every good thing comes bad things. So there are definitely 5 things that I didn't like about this year. I'm sure a lot of you at home will agree with these. So let's kind of go over top 5 busts, and I'll start us off with number 5. The Walking Dead, huge TV show, gets gross, like disgusting ratings every week. Like people like they'd rather watch Walking Dead than their children, like things like that. Like we finally had Negan be cast, and if you're a comic book fan, you know that he's kind of a big deal. I'm not going to give too much away; it doesn't matter. Jeffrey Dean Morgan was cast as Negan, and could they have picked a worse actor?
I don't agree with that. He's
Kevin,
a
you're
pretty
so
solid
wrong.
actor.
It's gonna be great.
He's been
how is this a bust?
He's been terrible in everything he's ever been in. Name one thing he was good in. I challenge you right now.
Watchmen.
What? He was in that for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and he stole the show along with Rorschach.
No. The best character was obviously Ozymandias in Watchmen. But yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to be terrible. I wish they got like a good actor. I don't know. Who else could have played the role better? Just anybody, right? Like if you could have just picked Pauly Shore up. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I was going to say Paul Rubens.
Rubens. I mean, come on.
That would be fun to see. I won't lie.
Gerald, why don't you talk about number 4 of the top busts of 2015?
Spectre. Now, we had discussed this on the last episode, and I think we were all just kind of overly disappointed with it.
I wouldn't say disappointed. I thoroughly enjoyed it, more than Quantum of Solace, but I mean, it didn't have the same impact as Skyfall for me, but it was still enjoyable.
Yeah. Coming off of Skyfall, you thought it was going to be as good, but...
Bold statement of the day, Quantum of Solace is so much better than Skyfall.
And yet another opinion by Kevin Lewis that couldn't be more wrong.
Everyone is just in love with Skyfall. It's not that good. Number 3.
Number 3, Avengers Age of Ultron. One of the most anticipated Marvel movies of the year. For me, it was kind of It didn't really contribute anything to the MCU besides the ending. But the MCU could have done without it.
It was disappointing coming off of the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
We kind of already saw all the, here's all the superheroes together. So coming together again, it was fighting a bunch of no-name robots.
Our nerd greed was so satisfied with the first one. We're like, now do it better.
Yeah.
Plus, with Civil War around the corner, there was little setup to do with the relationship between Tony Stark and Steve Rogers. There was a little bit, but there could have been more.
Number 2, Mr. Bryan.
The worst movie of the year by far, Fantastic Four. For any comic book fan that had to pay money to see that, I apologize.
I haven't seen it. Is it really that bad?
There are whole portions of the movie you can tell that were edited out, and there have been reports that whole complete scenes have been taken out. It runs like about a minute or an hour and like 40 minutes, so it's very short. It's very unorganized, and the characters are so flat. It's a terrible movie. Even
I've heard
worse than
so
the
much bad
originals.
things about that movie that I had every intention to go see it. It looked like it was going to be a really cool movie, and I'm not going to waste my money to go see that. And when it comes out, I'm not going to waste my money to buy it.
It's from the dude who did Chronicles, so
Yeah.
it's a disappointing.
It's not even worth the $1 Redbox rental.
Number 1, Mr. Steve, hit us with that.
Number 1, I think it's unanimous. Game of Thrones this year. It was just so slow and so dull and so boring. And there's been some seasons where like the first half of the season was like kind of mediocre, you know, but they were leading somewhere. And every episode you're just like, okay, like, are we finally going to have something happen? Are we going to finally have something happen? And towards the end, things started to happen, but overall, it was a big letdown. And I think the biggest thing, especially for you, Kevin, that you were disappointed in was the graphics in that. They put in like so much money for...
They just ran out of money.
They ran out of money, and it's just like, okay, we'll go back to the 1980s and have them try to do our graphics.
So bad. Gerald, being a huge Game of Thrones fan like you are, you've read the books, you're up to date.
Yes.
What the hell, George Martin? Like, what are you doing? Like, I am so mad
I know,
right
get
now.
on it.
Come on. And we're seeing it in the show. We really are. They don't have George Martin there anymore, like his source material, and they're struggling.
Yeah, he's
Like,
not even writing any episodes
he's
anymore.
just too busy, and it's really, I know, like, they've kind of gone away from his writing the entire series, but what was the point of the season? Tell me right now, what was the big payoff?
I don't know.
There's been payoff episodes. It's been like episode 9 in every season so far. What was the big point? It felt like a transitional season, if that makes sense.
Well, that's what it seemed like it was going to be. It was going to transition into something big, and I guess like there's a few plot points at the end that kind of like took us somewhere, but overall, like the entire season was nothing.
I'm very disappointed. I hope I'm going to group The Walking Dead in with this. I know I'm transitioning. Very disappointing first half of the season that we're in. I love these shows. They're going to get monster ratings. People are going to watch, but you know what I mean? I hold them to such a higher level that I really hope they turn it around. I have full confidence. We're all still waiting for, what's the next book called? Something Winter?
Winds of Winter.
Winds of Winter. It better come out soon because I'm getting impatient. It's been 20 years, bro. Like, come on.
I know, that's what it feels like.
What else are you doing? Like, organizing your suspenders collection? Like, come on.
Hey, he has a lot of suspenders.
But I'm glad, I hope you guys agreed with our top 10, best and worst of 2015. We are absolutely going to be back in January. Thank you for the ladies who participated in the girlfriend competition. I do want to label you all winners. I just want to put that out there. We're very lucky to have them in our lives. Mark, it's okay. You'll find somebody someday. But thank you so much for listening. I had a great time. Again, there will be a follow-up bonus segment after this one. We didn't want to spoil Star Wars, so we will be going into heavy spoilers.
But we will now.
Heavy spoilers. So check us out in January 2016 with our guest host. But until we see you then, this has been Boyz to Nerds. Have a happy holiday season.